On today's live edition of the World Elite Podcast, it's a small tradition that just started a year ago as we present the mid-year awards on this special live stream edition of the World Elite Podcast. Let's go. Yeah.
So what does it mean to be a raging Cajun? Southwest Louisiana, wreck your face, man. Still don't get it in, I'ma let you know. All you gotta do is come and join the show.
Ben bonjour tout le monde. For those who don't speak French, it's the usual way I kick off. Well, hello again, everybody. We are the Highest Tier Potty, your weekly unfiltered wrestling and entertainment. And for one night only, once a year, we'd like to welcome you personally to the second annual Mid-Year Awards presented by the World Elite Podcast. The 2023 Mid-Year Awards, by the way. We're free and available wherever you get your podcasts. We're also on YouTube. Okay, real quick question. I'm Marcus. He's Dylan. He's Jordan. We're the Hostly Trio. Are we still doing Twitch? I feel like I'm just kind of mentioning Twitch for nothing.
No.
Okay, so I can take that off the description. We're available on YouTube and Facebook only. That's right. I figured I was just bringing Twitch up for nothing. So I just like, all right. So we have a Twitch account, but we barely get on it. Because we just have a lot. We just do with our personal lives and then running this show and everything. I mean, now we're kind of splitting the gaps here. Dylan, you always ran the Twitter, but now I'm going to be running the Instagram account finally. So I'll put some life back in that Instagram account. Just give me time. I'm going to work my magic. So I know what we could talk about, why we're here. So first off, how you guys doing? How was y'all's vacation?
It was good, dude. People go to Biloxi for the beach, but I fucking hate the beach. I hate sand. I hate everything about it. So you know what we didn't do? I didn't go to the beach. So it was good, man. We had a blast. We went all kind of places. We ate like shit, like normal people should on vacation, and trying to work it all off, that everything we ate, and I don't even think I'm halfway done even trying to work that off. So it was fun. It's very nice to be home, but I honestly wish I can go back because this work week is damn near gonna finish me off.
Yeah. Jordan, how did you enjoy Biloxi?
Oh, it was great. I ate and ate and ate and ate. So
I'm gonna be doing a little bit of that and drinking. I leave for vacation Saturday morning, so I'm gonna be gone a week, and I'm going to the fucking beach myself. And we're going to a big resort that's got a big ass pool and a lazy river and all that other good shit. So we're not going every single day. I might go at least 1 or 2 days, and then we're definitely we rented a pontoon and we're going to Crab Island. That I've never done that. I'm the only one in the family that never did that, so I can't wait for that. And that's actually going to be on my last day, like our last day before we go home. We're going to Crab Island, so it's going to be fun. So if you guys are ready, I am going to hand it off to Dylan, and the mid-year awards will officially be underway. So, Dylan, take it away.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to welcome everyone to our second annual Mid-Year Awards. Last year we did it. It was well received, and so, I mean, obviously it's not the mid-year, the end of the mid-year, because that was back in June. So unfortunately, we kind of missed the boat a little bit on that one. So I'm just happy to even do something like this, because the end of your awards is around my birthday, and that's always like my little birthday treat, is being able to do the end of your awards. But since we're all the way in July, of course, we're doing mid-year. So glad everyone can join us for that one. So let's start things off with a bang, because I kind of randomized the awards tonight, and I wanted to put one of the main awards, which obviously is male and female superstar of the year. So I wanted to put one of those first, and then I wanted to put the other one second. So the first one that came up, Jordan, if you're ready for the overlays.
yeah.
Hello, Miss Terry. What's up, Tim King?
With female superstar of the year. Jordan kind of jumped the gun on that one. Good job. But yes, female superstar of the year is what we're kicking off with. And since Jordan was the one early to pop up the overlay, I'll actually let him go first with his female superstar of the mid-year. Jordan, who you got?
My best female superstar of this year is Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
She's been killing it, and they all been killing it.
Okay. Marcus, you're up.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. All right.
Yes, since I'm hosting, I guess I'll go last.
You see, no one told me. Usually, I've always was the one that went last. I figured we were doing the same routine.
Oh well, that's on me then.
All right. I don't mind. I'll go second. I'll be the bitch in the middle, even though you're the baloney,
The
and
bitch.
me and Dylan's the bread. I'm agreeing with Jordan. My female superstar of the year is the women's world champion, former SmackDown Women's Champion before they renamed the title and recribed it. Rhea Ripley, mommy.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with the both of you. Rhea Ripley is also my female superstar of the year so far. You know, there was honestly quite a few I could have chose out of, but I think Rhea's having the best year out of everybody so far. You know, she's doing absolutely fantastic, you know, and I know Marcus doesn't want to hear this, but I feel like Judgment Day has gotten so much more, I guess, recognized since Dominic joined the group, you know, because I mean when Edge was there recruiting Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, they were okay, but then they kicked Edge out, they brought in Finn. Still, I don't feel like they had that good piece over there. And then Dominic shows up, and he is, you know, still to this day, and I'll say it, he's the best heel in wrestling right now, you know, because MJF doesn't even get that sort of heat. So you can say MJF the best heel in wrestling today. Did you hear the ovation he got last night on Dynamite?
MJF,
Dominic
you could say MJF is just a partial limited time babyface until the tag team we don't want to break up is going to eventually break up in a few weeks. It's all part of the story.
Yeah. But
just
yeah,
to get off the subject, yeah. But we all agree, Rhea Ripley. I'm just going to get off the subject real quick. They're going to break up after they lose to FTR. When FTR retains their titles, that's when they're going to split, and then they're going to have their feud, whether if it's at All In or All Out. I'm calling it now.
I personally think, well, who do you think is going to be the one to turn? Do you think MJF's going to be the one to turn on Adam Cole, or do you think Adam's going to turn?
MJF's going to turn on him. He's either going to just leave the middle of the match and say, fuck you, or they're going to lose, and then he's just going to snap and just be like, I was never your friend, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't know what's in MJF's mind. I just know he's got killer dance moves, unlike Adam Cole.
Yeah. But I think Adam's going to move on the turn. You know, I think they're going to swerve us all, and Adam Cole is going to turn on MJF. I think they've been trying to kind of hint at MJF going babyface, and I don't think they really had that way of doing it yet. So I think Adam turns. That's just me.
Oh, shit. What's up, Justin? Anytime Wrestling Podcast in the house. Coming back soon. I can't wait till your show comes back.
All right, so let's move on to another cool one that I think, you know, it may be obvious, but maybe not. Maybe we'll all have different answers. But let's go to match of the year so far. Now, there's a few candidates, two involving the same people, I think, and there's some others. So, Jordan, who you got, man?
I got Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay from
Which one, though?
the New Japan one.
Which one?
Oh, from
They
Wrestle.
were both.
Yeah,
Is it Wrestle Kingdom?
It was both.
yeah, that one. Wrestling. Yeah,
So the
that
first meeting, okay. I was gonna say both were technically New Japan, but the other one was 50-50 with AEW. I agree. This is the second consecutive time. I agree with Jordan. I'm gonna say Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, but I'm gonna say from Forbidden Door. when Ospreay won the title back. But this one was the hardest one for me to pick because I had a damn race. Like, you know how when you go to sports games and they always have like them can of beans racing and you're like, oh, I'm gonna pick number 2 out of or number 3 or number 1, and like number 3 wins or whatever. Like that's how it was with this one. Like number 1 was Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega from Forbidden Door. Number 2 would be Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley from WrestleMania, and number 3 would be the Bloodline Civil War. Those were the 3 best matches of the year, I thought, and it was so hard to pick one. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. That one, I had my dad fucking screaming and talking, and he didn't. I think he was rooting for Kenny because he didn't know who Ospreay was, and I'm like, "Fuck you, Dad! I'm picking fucking Will Ospreay, man. It's my dog."
Yeah, I gotta agree with Jordan here. I'm gonna go with Wrestle Kingdom, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay for the IWGP United States Championship. It was my first ever New Japan exclusive show that I watched, and I woke up super early. I had the flu, and I thought I was gonna die that day. But yeah, it was one of the greatest matches I've seen, and Forbidden Door came just that little bit close, but I think Wrestle Kingdom still edges it out. I tweeted it that same day. I said it is January 4th, and Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega just put on Match of the Year, and I am going to stand by that. And I think that's still the greatest match I've seen. And really, you just named a few other good matches, but one I want to shine some light on is from Backlash, Damian Priest, Bad Bunny. I think that was a really good match, a candidate also for Match of the Year. If you're talking WWE, I think that has to be like almost top of the list, even with the Bloodline Civil War. So even though I'm picking Kenny and Will, I think you have to even bring up Bad Bunny, Damian Priest. That was a fantastic match, even involving a celebrity like Bad Bunny. So yeah, like I said, so many to choose out of. But it's just, Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay have that chemistry, man, that you just can't beat. We're
technically now 2-2-2, even though it was from 2 different nights of the same 2 guys. But I'm gonna count it. We all 3 picked Rhea Ripley, and then we all 3 picked Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. But I'm the only one that went with Forbidden Door. Y'all both went with Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, but from here on out, I feel like the answers are gonna get a lot different now that I'm not bringing up some of probably the obvious ones to talk about. So if y'all ready to move on to our third award, then I'll move on.
I'm ready.
All right, so Jordan, let's go with the best pay-per-view or /PLE of the year. If it's a pay-per-view, obviously now with the proper names you're talking now, pay-per-view obviously is like AEW, Impact, New Japan, and a PLE is exclusive to WWE. So out of all the ones y'all seen this year, Jordan, what's the greatest one so far?
I have to go with WrestleMania 39 Saturday.
Okay, good. You picked night 1 because night 2 was atrocious.
Yeah, night 1 was the best. Night 2 was.
All right, mine. I said at the beginning of the year it was going to be the hottest show of the year, and I predicted it right. I said it. Money in the Bank.
Man, I was really hoping we would have a different answer because I chose Money in the Bank as well. That London crowd was great. It was just fantastic. I kind of feel like this. I feel like this was going to be the one that we kind of had separate answer from one another, but once again, me and Marcus are agreeing with each other. So yeah, Money in the Bank was. And I wouldn't say easily the best one because Backlash was really good, that Puerto Rico crowd, but Backlash. I don't know. Something about Money in the Bank was good.
Forbidden Door was good. Slammiversary was really good. WrestleMania Night 1 was good. Even Night of Champions was not bad, but I wouldn't. It wasn't the best show, but it was actually probably the best show at Saudi they ever done. I thought that one was better than what was it, Crown Jewel 2021 that everyone liked, the one that had Edge and Seth and Hell in a Cell, and then we had for the 2000th time Brock and Roman. So and then we had Goldberg and Lashley, Drew McIntyre and Big E. Yes, it was Crown Jewel 2021. But yeah, there was a lot of good shows. But yeah,
All right. Let's move on to one that now I feel like maybe the answers are gonna change a little bit. Let's go to best debut of 2023 so far. Now, there's been quite a few, I guess you can say. This was a tough one for me because I really even had to dig into Google, see who
Me
even
too.
friggin' debuted this year, because this has not been the year for debut so far. I for one almost wrote y'all earlier and said let's drop this one because this is a tough one, you know. But then I started thinking a little bit. There's one person. I mean, there's a few people now I'm thinking of who debuted. It can be someone who debuted from NXT to the main roster. It could be if they left a company, went to another company. It could be something like that as well. So that's why I decided to keep it, because I started thinking about other people. So, Jordan, I'll hand it off to you. Best debut so far this year.
Mercedes Monet.
money. In New Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, mine was pretty biased because there really wasn't like a lot of like to me like super big ones that had our jaws dropped and everything. There was quite a bit of returns and whatnot, but I'm being biased on mine, so don't judge me, but I'm gonna put my best debut. I'm going to AEW. I'm gonna put my girl Sky Blue as an active main roster debut, not no like invited from Ring of Honor or invited from as an indie guest, like an actual member of the roster debut. Because I love Sky Blue. I love her and I love that ass.
This is it. We finally have different answers. Finally. My best debut so far. Like I said, there wasn't much to choose out of. Like they had Mercedes at Wrestle Kingdom. They had Trinity who debuted at Impact, you know. But there's one in particular who I, for one, thought he was going to go somewhere else. And I got Jay White in AEW.
Oh,
now,
wow, there you go.
they just had a fantastic match with FTR, him and Juice Robinson. I really think they have something big planned for Jay White. So hopefully they do, but yeah, that's my best debut so far. You know, I was leaning between three. I was doing Jay White, I was doing Mercedes, and I was doing Trinity. Because Trinity and Mercedes took a huge risk. Walked out on WWE, and so far it's been paying off for them. You know, they really bet on themselves, and they won their bet on themselves. You know, Mercedes debuted at Wrestle Kingdom. She won the women's championship. Yes, she already dropped it. She's injured. And Trinity just co-main event at Slammiversary and won against Deonna Purrazzo. That's good for leaving a big company like WWE.
Speaking of coming a long way, talk about Juice Robinson came a really long way from being CJ Parker in NXT to now the Juice Man, and now in Bullet Club Gold. Hey, Ashley, y'all all took that same beach picture pose. What's up, Faction Cass? Yo! Everyone took that beach pose. Your wife did it. Your sister did it. Jordan did it.
Oh, Jordan just had like one major picture with the beach behind him. He didn't go all fancy like we did. He just wanted that one with the beach behind him, and
he's got his arms out like, what do you want to do, bro? Last time I did a beach picture like that, I fucking did a Roman Reigns pose with the title behind my back, the LSU championship.
Oh yeah, I remember
fucking
that.
Long hair with my long ass hair, and I had my hat on backwards.
Yeah, I remember
that was when I was fat. That was when I was super fat. I had a shirt on.
Okay.
Damn 2XL.
Alrighty, moving on to the best champion of 2023. Jordan. Yeah, exactly. You're slacking, dude.
All right. So The best champion. I'll put Roman Reigns.
Oh my
What?
god.
Oh my god! How many title defenses he had? 3.
Come on. Ooh.
The last I checked, he only had 3 title defenses. He fought Kevin Owens at the Rumble, he fought Sami at Elimination Chamber, and he fought Cody at WrestleMania. Yeah, he's our tribal chief, but he ain't no defending champ. This one was another hard one. I had to dig deep in this one. I had to look at every promotion and pick a champion that actually defended his title every single week or every single show. And there was only one that checked all the boxes. Now, people might look at me iffy, but it's a fact. Because if you look back, he had defended it damn near every time you put the show on. So my best champion is the AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy.
That's not a bad answer.
Wait, Bakley said he has defended it tonight. He did the Michael Jackson. Yeah, I'm going with Mr. Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy.
So yeah, that's not a bad answer. You know, I honestly never even thought about Orange Cassidy when it came to that because the meaning behind the championship, I already kind of voiced my opinion on it. But yeah, he has defended it a lot, and 27 times to be exact, apparently has defended it. But
Good morning,
I went
Tom.
different.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I went different with my answer. I never thought about Orange Cassidy. Even if I did, he wouldn't be my answer. My answer for the best champion so far this year is the Intercontinental Champion Gunther.
I figured you were going to say him.
Dude, like he brought the relevancy back to this championship. And correct me if I'm wrong, he's still undefeated in singles competition on the main roster, right?
I think so.
I think he is.
I don't want to jinx it. You talking about on the main roster?
Right, yeah, the main roster since he debuted. He's been the champion almost like the first couple weeks when he beat Ricochet for it. I don't think he's lost.
Yeah, I don't think he lost either. See, that was another one. Like he was another one, and Deonna Purrazzo was another one too. It was hard for me to choose, but I went with Orange Cassidy. He had the most title defenses I can remember, and Bakley said it 27, and Bake said yes, undefeated.
Yeah,
I like your new logo. Did you make that logo for him?
No, trust me, I can't make anything that good. That was Nick, dude. Nick is unbelievable when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this was another one I kind of had to dive into because I really couldn't remember how many people did this year, but I'm going with best return of 2023 so far. Now it could be return from injury, could be, I don't fucking know. It could be something like that, or just returning in general. Haven't seen them in forever. They came back and they've done great things, or something like that. Y'all can, yeah. So, yeah. So Jordan, kick it off. Who you got?
I got Cody Rhodes.
I knew somebody was going to say him, but I have one better than that. Like it was one that no one expected. And it was the perfect night he made an appearance. I got Carlito.
Nice. Okay.
But I know, that was just up here in Puerto Rico. But I wish he would come back for good. But no, that I had to look up. I was like, well, Cody returned, and I said, fuck CM Punk, I ain't doing his. And I was looking at other ones, and everyone I looked at, number one was Carlito. And I'm like, oh, my God, yeah, he appeared at Backlash, but that was just to get a pop for the crowd. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm putting Carlito as my return of the year so far.
Nice. Also, I completely forgot he returned at Backlash, so I did not put him. So my best return so far this year is someone who returned after a while of not even being inside the ring, and truly they committed to it. You know, they committed to coming back for all this time, traveling, going on the road, being on the right show every week that they were drafted to. And so I'm going with Trish Stratus. Her return to WWE has been fantastic. She brought the heel gimmick back. She has the old face mask that she wears when she broke her nose. It's all bringing back old Trish Stratus, and I think the pairing with Zoe Stark is a great way to be a mentor to Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark has it, you know, she's gonna be a star soon enough, either this year or next, you know, and having Trish on her side is great. So that's why I put Trish. You know, she's committed to her return. She's not like Lita, who came back. She had the championships with Becky, then she left. Trish has stayed the entire time, appears just about every week on Monday Night Raw. That's commitment right there. You know, she's a Hall of Famer. She retired, but she came back. So that's why I think Trish had the best return so far this year.
Yeah, I almost I was gonna put Adam Cole at one point, almost did, because you know he was out throughout most of 2022, and then you know, we were all happy he came back.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for you to put your boy who just returned a week ago in Impact, Josh Alexander.
Yeah. I mean, his return was not like, you know, groundbreaking, I guess. You know, he came back, but I didn't even watch the show that he came back on. I'm not a huge Impact viewer, so I mean, yeah, it was good, but it didn't really, you know, move me in any sort of way.
I think it's too soon. I thought he was supposed to be out over a year, but no, he came back like in 6 to 9 months
Mm-hmm.
from his injury when he had to. No, maybe even less than that. He had to relinquish the title back in March, and now he's back. So 3 months, 3 to 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, we got some comments flying in. Bakley said Eric Young's return that just happened last week. There you go. Even shout out to the Universal Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for Dylan did all this awesome editing here and creating everything. The overlays, the backgrounds, everything. Everything.
Yeah. Alrighty. So I'm not sure how obvious this is, or if y'all have a different answer for it. I think there's only one in particular, but let's go to moment of the year so far from January 1st to right now. What's the best moment in professional wrestling you've seen so far? Jordan, I'll let you lead off.
When Sami Zayn hit Roman Reigns in the back at the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
I was in attendance for that, and that was loud as shit. We're kind of on the same boat, but I'm going to say when the bloodline completely imploded with Jimmy Uso first. Super kick heard overseas, and then a few weeks later, the super kick heard in America when Jay turned on him. So I'll just say the whole bloodline imploding in like a 2 to 4 week span.
So it's kind of funny how we all have a different answer, but it all involves the bloodline. So mine is at Money in the Bank when Roman Reigns took his first pin in over 3 years to Jey Uso. No one saw that coming at all. No one thought Roman was going to take the pin. I thought the Usos would win, but I thought Solo would take the pin. No, Roman got it, and it was you know, Jey Uso of all people who got it. So I think that was probably one of the greatest moments for a while, and of the story that's been the greatest story in like the last 10 years in all of professional wrestling. So I think Roman taking the pin was one that no one saw coming. You know, because you look at Sammy, you know, I kind of saw that coming. I was watching it at the powwow in Texas. Then when Jay turned, well, when Jimmy turned at Night of Champions, then Jay turned. Kind of didn't see it coming, kind of did 50-50 on that one. But Roman taking a pin, not even close to seeing it coming. I was like left speechless for about a few minutes when it happened.
I was the only one that picked Roman and Solo to win on our prediction show. Every one of y'all all picked the Usos. You, Jordan, Kayla, and Mama Larissa all picked them except me.
That's true.
Still shocking, but
So
it is.
yeah. All right. Let's go to one also I feel like is kind of obvious. Maybe if you'll have a different answer on that one. Tag team of the year so far.
Oh, I got the Usos.
This one, I had a thought on one. Then I was like this and that, but you know what? I'm gonna keep it simple. I have the defending undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I got the Usos as well. I mean, yeah, they lost at WrestleMania. It doesn't matter, but they're still the best tag team right now, you know. And I, for one, you all know I'm a big supporter of the Young Bucks. I think last year on either our end of year awards or mid year, I think our mid year I chose FTR. I believe at the end of year I chose the Bucks, probably. I can't remember. Or maybe our first year we started doing these awards when they weren't live streams. I picked the Young Bucks, but because I'm a big Young Bucks guy, and I think they're still one of the best right now. But the Usos have had an unbelievable year and they held the championships for so long. And yeah, I think it was the right time to drop it at WrestleMania to KO and Sammy. But I don't know, man. Like right now, like they're all easily the best right now, the Usos.
Just don't let our buddy Will Gray hear that you still love the Young Bucks.
Oh, I do. I love the Young Bucks. I love the Elite, the entire Elite.
I do too. For once, I just want to go back to another show where I can sing "Carry On My Wayward Song" out my ass. I'll say. I like Aussie Open too. Probably, maybe my favorite tag team in Ring of Honor right now, even though I don't really watch it.
Yeah. So now I'm interested to hear the answers on this one. This is a kind of a fun one that I brought up because I know probably we'll have different answers on this one. Superstar that's most likely to break out in 2023. Jordan.
I got LA Knight. Yeah.
I was gonna put LA Knight, but I didn't because he's already a damn superstar. He don't have no championships. He's already over with the crowd. But real quick, I'm gonna say mine is gonna be Wesley, especially when he gets called up. I think he needs to be the one to take the NXT championship from Carmelo Hayes. But back to LA Knight, he's like I said, he's already a star. The crowd already overfilled him on that. Every time his music hits, the crowd gets crazy. And I'm calling it now. Tomorrow night on SmackDown, he's winning that Fatal 4-Way. He's going to SummerSlam. He's challenging Austin Theory. And you're looking at the new United States champion when everybody say it. Yeah. Fuck you.
All right. I've been wanting this to happen. I thought it would happen a while back, but I guess they decided not to break up a tag team. But I think by the end of the year, this guy needs to be just pushed to the moon. I got Montez Ford. I really think this guy needs to break out. I'm not sure the route they're going with the Street Profits. I know they met up with Bobby Lashley. I guess they're doing something with him now. But by the end of the year, Montez Ford needs to be on his own because he is a world champion in the making. You know, I know we talk LA Knights, and you know we all wish he would have won Money in the Bank, but you know Montez Ford is such a special athlete. You know he's fantastic to watch. You know he's just one of those unbelievable superstars, and you know, no disrespect to Angelo Dawkins. You know, I think for his size, he's a great athlete. But Montez Ford, man, this guy needs to do something. And I think they need to push him by the end of the year. I'm not saying world champion if he's going single just yet, but maybe like a US championship or some sort of championship. But, you know, by the end of the year, this guy needs to be on his own. You know, I love the Street Profits. I'm excited to see where this whole thing goes with Bobby Lashley. But for me, it's got to be Montez Ford, man. This guy's got to break out at some point. You know, the Street Profits have been going for a while. And I really don't want them to become like, you know, New Day level stale, because New Day's been going for forever. I mean, they've been going forever at New Day. I don't want the Street Profits to get stale. So I think before that happens, I mean, you got to break them apart, and you got to let Montez go on his own, because he's going to have a good run if he does go on his own.
Real quick, you see them becoming the new Hurt Business? See, that's another good one, Grayson Waller.
I absolutely hate when people say that it's going to be the new Hurt Business, because every time Bobby Lashley talks to a new person, then there's always a new graphic that comes out of like Hurt Business 2.0. They did the same shit with like Omos and Carmelo Hayes and all that, and now the Street Profits, they're doing the same thing with it. That's not everything involving Bobby Lashley has to be the Hurt Business. I'm excited for a partnership, but I don't see a Hurt Business type thing, you know, because the Hurt Business was something like MVP was around, and I don't think MVP is going to be in any sort of thing with Bobby Lashley. So I think maybe a new name, like I know they talked about like the Almighty Prophets or something like that, kind of, you know, merge the names together. I don't care for it either, I know, but it's just something I saw. Someone made a graphic of it, whatnot. I don't know, but I'm excited to see where it goes, regardless of what they call them.
Don't call them the new Hurt Business. Just call them the Hurt Business, but get the other band back too. Get Shelton and Cedric with the Street Profits. Get like a 5-man faction, and then if you want to add more guys, you want to add Omos, hell, be my guest. You want to add this guy, that guy. You know, if you want to, if like Wesley gets called up or Carmelo Hayes gets called up, you add them. Make it a dominant faction, because I was hoping it had gotten far. But it didn't get that far because I was all in on the Hurt Business whenever it first formed.
Mm-hmm. So was I.
But yeah, Bakley said Grayson Waller. That was another good one, but I feel like he's already kind of a star, even though he's still fighting that leg injury, and that's why he hasn't been really competing lately.
So since the breakout superstar thing is kind of like a, like, you know, we all kind of had different answers, is there a runner-up that y'all have for maybe if the person you picked isn't the one to break out? Is there somebody else you can think of?
Jordan, you go first.
I'll go with Wesley.
I'm gonna go with Grayson Waller as a runner-up.
The fuck, I kind of backed myself into a corner. I asked a question, I don't even have an answer for it. If I'm going to pick another person, you know, I wish they would do something with this whole Judgment Day thing with JD McDonough. They have done zero with it. Like you've seen this thing with Finn Balor talking to JD, and it's gone absolutely nowhere. People are wondering where the hell JD McDonough is even at. So maybe him, you know, he was good in NXT. You know, I don't feel like he really got that shot he deserved over there. Maybe on the main roster they'll actually start doing something with him. I think his last like match he had so far was on Main Event before Raw this past week, and he lost to Apollo Crews, I heard. That's, come on, man. Why call him up if you're going to do that to him? This guy needs to be on regular television, and I would like to see him join Judgment Day. You know, I mean, yeah.
I was checking to see if he was not injured right now. Like, I don't know if JD was injured or not.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either, because I looked it up and it says he's not currently injured. So they're just not using him right.
So since our last comment was about Dirty Dom, Marcus, what was your reaction to Dominic Mysterio winning the North American Championship?
There's your fucking answer right there.
I loved it, dude. Like, dude, that was awesome. I didn't see that coming whatsoever. He deserves it, man. He's the best heel right now. I've been saying he's the best heel over someone like Don Callis, MJF. This guy has it. He has legit heat.
Yeah. You took
Marcus.
You took a fucking dream match away from us, you cock block. What, Jordan?
I'm buying you a Dominic Mysterio shirt.
You should
Is
give
there
me
a Dominic
2.
Mysterio shirt?
Yeah, you should give me 2. One to shit on and one to cover it. Yeah, we wanted Wesley versus Mustafa Ali. And you saw Mustafa Ali's tweet, I am going to kick his ass. Please do that. You know he did. If it wasn't for the Judgment Day helping him out, he wouldn't have won that title. Rhea did most of the work. She hit him with her title. And then now she saw she was answering those questions on like Twitter, like, what do you and Dom like to do together? And she was like, fuck. But everyone loves this all pairing duo. I mean, they go together. I guess that's why you could say every rose has its thorn. Just like every night has its dawn. Just like every
Where'd the cowboy
cowboy
hat come from?
sad song. Every rose has its thorn.
He just randomly had a cowboy hat next to him.
It was right there, and I just realized that. I'm like, I can use it for fucking skit.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God, I bet our numbers just went up now. Maybe they dropped.
Yeah. I don't know. But honestly, Marcus, you can hate him all you want. Who the fuck is this? Honestly, you can hate him all you want. He's doing fantastic. Like he has improved since joining Judgment Day, man. Like he's gotten so much better. Like I think that was like his calling to join Judgment Day, and ever since he did, you just can't beat it. All right, so let's get to our final award of the night before I guess we move on to other things. And that is Male Superstar of the Year.
I got MJF.
Wow, okay.
I got Seth freaking Rollins.
I also have Seth Rollins. He has been the workhorse of WWE, and I've said it from so many times. You know, I've said it that we need, like, you know, for the champion who was a champion, who still is a champion, over 1,000 days, he should be your workhorse. Roman Reigns should be the workhorse of the company if you're going to carry that championship so long. But if you're a champion, you shouldn't need a big collage of return graphics coming back to SmackDown. If you're going to have that, you don't need to be a champion. That's why I feel like since he went out, someone stepped in for that workhorse role, and it's been Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has been working his ass off, and it finally paid off to where he is now, and that is the World Heavyweight Champion. He even got told that it was like a consolation thing, and I think that's bullshit, you know, because he's really worked his ass off for it. Put on a great match with AJ Styles at Night of Champions, and it worked off. It really, really worked out for him. So that's why I think, you know, he is the superstar of the year. So many in the other comments, you know, Will Ospreay, you know, Orange Cassidy, yeah, like you mentioned, champion of the year. You know, he don't stop wrestling. I mean, he defends the title every week. And even I've said, you know, the title's kind of meaningless. There's no story behind it really ever. He just hands out opportunity after opportunity to every superstar on the AEW roster. I just don't think it has a meaning behind it. But yeah, I mean, he's been you know, really good this year, Orange Cassidy. And a lot of people take his gimmick, you know, kind of like a joke, but he has the wrestling skill to back it up. So yeah, I mean, you know, Orange Cassidy has an argument as well. And yeah, like Ryan was saying, Damian Priest as well right here. You know, he also has a strong case with Mr. Money in the Bank. So a lot to choose out of. But for me, it's Seth Rollins. You know, he's been having an unbelievable year.
I agree. Damian Priest made it. Yeah, he could make a strong case, and then I think they turned the title into what the TNT title should have been. That should be all the awards then.
Yeah, that's our last award. Male Superstar of the Year was our final award. Like I said, I wanted to kick things off with one of them and then end with one of them. And since whenever I was doing the random drawing, that one came up first. It was by default that I put the male at the end. So yeah, that does it for the awards. I mean,
Yay! I did a good job.
Yes, you did.
yeah, you did all right.
Okay,
Ah,
so
okay.
I have something I need to ask about what happened last night. But real quick, what did you guys think of the Blood and Guts match?
It was all right. You know, they brought a lot of that death match feeling into it. You know, the thumbtacks, the shattered glass. I was just waiting for the damn light tube to come out.
The bed of nails got me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they could have kind of did it without that because I like to watch wrestling for wrestling, and they brought out a lot of stuff that I've said a lot. I know a lot of people have said voiced their opinions on it, but I don't think death matches is real wrestling. I think it's kind of a joke, but they didn't go full death match wrestling in there, which I was happy with. Now, I for one thought it was a good match. You know, I watched the whole thing. I thought it was good. It was good to see Kota Ibushi finally debut in AEW. I don't think he's fully signed yet. We didn't get the full like all elite graphic yet for Kota Ibushi, but I think that this obviously is not the last time we've seen him in AEW. So I think they said where the elite goes, I think he goes. So I mean, we'll see Kota more often, I guess, on AEW until he actually fully signs there. But it was all right. It wasn't the best blood and guts match I've seen. But, you know, Jon Moxley in there, you know, of course, he's going to find any possible way he can to make it kind of like a death match. And that's what they were aiming for, I guess. But I think they really could have dealt with a lot of that stuff, like the shattered glass and all that, the bed of nails. They could have dealt without all of that.
Jordan.
Yeah, I thought it was all right. It was good. It was a good show though, but yeah.
So while I was at work, I saw the little hype video for it, the video package. And I'm like, okay, I'm kind of ready to check this out. All I did was talk shit the whole damn hour about Moxley bleeding nonstop. And then I'm like, he's going to end up being the next Abdul the Butcher and giving somebody hepatitis. If you catched up with Dark Side of the Ring, we're going to talk about that when I get back. And the fact that they wanted to talk about the damn blood drive or the blood American Red Cross in the middle of the fucking match. I'm like, this is the funniest shit since when they did a Domino's promo with the damn Nick Gage Jericho death match with the pizza cutter. But other than that, the match, WWE can do better. WWE does better with theirs. And plus, I've said it in the last fucking 2 to 3 years, War Games sounds better than Blood and Guts. I mean, you see blood, you don't see guts. You don't see actual guts. They just have guts to do the shit they do in that fucking match. And you can tell their rules are different because you're supposed to stay in the cage. If you get out the cage, that's an automatic loss for your team. They're turning it into like an Anarchy in the Arena shit. And then they want to go Hell in a Cell style and do some shit off the top. Look, this year, no one got thrown off the top, unlike the last 2 years, but oh well. But no, this is my question I wanted to ask you guys, you know. I want to talk about one particular guy. So, you know, Jack Perry, who got rid of the Jungle Boy gimmick. He's being himself. Just won the FTW championship from Hook. Since they brought that title 3 years ago, everyone who held that title held it for about a year. Brian Cage held it damn near a year. Ricky Starks held it for damn near a year. Hook held it for nearly a year. Does Jack Perry hold that title for a year?
Truth be told, I think this is a way to maybe eliminate the FTW championship. I think Jack Perry's above the FTW championship. I don't even recognize it as an AEW exclusive title. You know, this is something that Taz brought in for Team Taz, and I don't really look at it as a championship for AEW. So I think Jack Perry's above it. I think he finds a way to get rid of it, and you know, defeating Hook for the first time ever in Hook's career, I think that's big. So I think something tells me Tony Khan has something really big for Jack Perry. You know, I absolutely love that he dropped the Jungle Boy gimmick. I know Jordan can't say the same on that topic. I know Jordan loved the whole Jungle Boy and all of that, but I think Jack Perry has a lot of good stuff in store for him. So yeah, I really think he pulls like maybe like who was it? It was Medusa, and he throws it in the garbage or something, gets rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty sad. No more waving our arms. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
and,
miss. I'm sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead.
and they need to just just throw the title away in the dumpster or wherever, the ocean.
Man, I'm gonna miss hearing Tarzan Boy in the crowd doing that. Just imagine if they'd have played that at Wembley Stadium, but now we're not gonna have that anymore. Yeah, you're waving bye to the FTW title. Oh shit.
Oh man.
All right, so real quick, I'm just gonna run through this as quick as I can because it's crazy how fast they added all this shit when this happens tomorrow night. So Ring of Honor returns to pay-per-view tomorrow night in Trenton, New Jersey. Death Before Dishonor at the Cure Insurance Arena. And God, there's 12 matches to predict, 4 on the 0 hour. I'm just gonna run through this. I'm not giving no backstory, nothing. I'm just giving a prediction and I'm moving on. So if you guys are ready, we're gonna go ahead. And if you don't know the guy, then just let me know. So there's 4 matches on the 0 hour. We got Action Andretti and Darius Martin taking on the Workhorsemen's Anthony Henry and JD Drake. Start with Jordan, then Dylan, and then I'll go last. Who you got in the tag match, Jordan?
I'll go Drake or whatever.
Oh, the Workhorsemen, Anthony Henry and JD Drake. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ. No, I'll go with Andretti and who is it? Is it Darius Martin?
Yes. I'm going with them too. All right, then we get Leela Hirsch versus Trisha Dora.
No, I'll go Layla Hirsch.
This one is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Jordan. I'm gonna go with Trisha Dora. Then AR Fox versus Shane Taylor.
Oh, that should be good.
Shane Taylor.
Yeah, I go Shane Taylor.
Yeah, I'm not gonna leave him hanging. I'm gonna go with Shane Taylor. Supposedly AR Fox got a title match next week. Isn't he fighting Orange Cassidy?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the final match on the 0 hour. We got Josh Woods versus Tracy Williams.
Tracy Williams.
I go with Josh Woods.
I'm going with Josh Woods too. Bagley picking Leela Hirsch, and he also picked Shane Taylor, and he also got Josh Woods. All right, next. All right, we got Commandeer versus Gravity. Who the fuck is Gravity? It's not even highlighted.
Gravity. Let's go.
Of course, Jordan picks Gravity.
We've got Gravity around us. He's picking the fucking Gravity around him.
Yeah, well, I'm not picking Gravity.
Picking the former AAA Mega Champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I kept saying Commander, but they pronounce it like Commandeer or something like that. So I'm going with Commandeer. All right. So I'm going to try and say the challengers. I'm going to try and say their names correctly. But so for the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championships, we got the Righteous. No, wrong match. Fuck. Oh, my bad. No, the Embassy, but it's called Malgo Embassy now. Brian Cage, Bishop Khan, and Toa Liona defending the 6-man tag titles against Master Wato, Rizuki Taguchi, and Leon Ruffin.
Oof.
Okay, Bakley. I know you're talking about, but are you picking the champs or are you picking the challengers?
The champs.
So you got the
Thank
embassy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the
Mongo.
embassy also.
Yeah, but now it's Mongo Embassy, but yeah, I'm picking the embassy to retain. All right, now this is the right match. We got the Righteous, Vincent Dutch, and now Stu Grayson, and he's taking on his former buddies, the Dark Order, Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and John Silver in Fight Without Honor. I didn't realize Stu Grayson ain't with his boys no more. I would love to hear that storyline or see some sort of video package, but who you got in this one?
I got the second one you said.
The Dark Order?
Yeah, the Dark Order.
Jeez. I got the Righteous.
Yeah, I'm going with the Righteous too. I don't know. The Dark Order kind of just been on a slump. They've been on a slump for many years. Bakley said Leon won the North American title once. So that was good enough. And they also said this is the storyline that caused the Dark Order to flip out on Hangman. So, okay. Now that makes more sense why he's no longer with them. All right, the rest of the matches are championship matches. So we're gonna get a 4-way for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. The Lucha Brothers versus the Kingdom versus Best Friends versus Aussie Open.
The Lucha Brothers. The Lucha Bros.
Cero Miedo, huh? So you picking the champs to retain?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going with Aussie Open. You know, I think this is maybe like their way of finally getting that title in AEW or Ring of Honor. But since they signed with AEW, I think that this is a way to put it on them. I wouldn't be mad if the Lucha Brothers won, but I think Aussie Open should.
Aussie. Oi. Yeah, Bagley made a good pick here. He said the Kingdom need to win. So, you know what? I'm picking Aussie Open to win the titles too.
Nice.
All right. I've actually been enjoying this rivalry lately. The last time these two women faced each other, it was in the semifinals of the Women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament. But now we're going to see who's going to win the actual title. Athena defends the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship against, I guess she's still the current strong openweight women's champion, Willow Nightingale. Oh, she's no longer? Oh, really? Oh, who she lost it to? She lost it to Gilulia or Jalulia, however the fuck you say her name. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting now. Bagley's picking Willow. Who you got, Jordan?
Willow.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue this train and go Willow. She's a special superstar. And I haven't been watching Ring of Honor. I don't think I've watched one episode since they even started doing anything. And I already know I will not be watching this pay-per-view, but I think that Willow wins. She's fantastic to watch. So I think she gets it.
Yeah, I love Willow Nightingale. This has been an interesting feud, and shout out. You already know him by the sound of his voice, Mr. 6'9" JT back in this piece. What's up? Shout out to the Marks with Mike's podcast. It's been a long time. The last time I was on your show, my girlfriend interrupted my phone call on the interview, and everyone heard, hi. And I'm like, hi. Yeah. I hope Willow Nightingale wins. God, I love her so much. She reminds me of old school Bailey. Likes to hug. I want to hug Willow Nightingale so bad. She looks like she gives great hugs. Yes, sir. Sorry about that, by the way. I felt like he blocked me from the show forever. But hey, man, we got to get together. If you ever want to come do a nostalgia episode, man, hit me up on Twitter. But yeah, that's a sweep across the board. Willow Nightingale wins the Ring of Honor Women's Championship against Athena. All right. I can't wait for this one. We got Katsuyori Shibata and Daniel Garcia for the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Championship in a Pure Wrestling Rules match. You know the rules.
I got the champ.
You got
Okay.
Shibata, the guy who helped train our boy Clark Connors in LA Dojo.
Yep.
So I've kind of made my opinion on Daniel Garcia with this dancing he does, but I gotta say it's absolutely grown on me now. So I'm going Daniel Garcia. You know, I think he takes it off Shibata, and honestly, adding this little dance that he does, dude, he's a fucking star, dude. Give him the title.
Like
You know, I
this?
think-
I thought you were gonna dance like Adam Cole. Can you imagine Jordan
Oh,
dancing like
yeah,
Adam Cole did? Speaking of that, yeah, one half
I
of the
didn't
junior
expect
tag
that
dance with
whatsoever.
Clark Connors. Yeah, I'm going with Daniel
Wow,
Garcia.
I
He's gonna be a
didn't expect
three-time Pure Wrestling champion. I like Daniel Garcia. Very unappreciated guy, especially with his dance moves. All right. We got Samoa Joe versus Dalton Castle for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship.
Samoa Joe.
He said, quick, do it again so I can clip it. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, God, we delivered tonight.
Come on,
I'm going on
Jordan.
vacation for a week.
Damn it. That was,
Oh,
God.
He says Daniel Garcia dances like Alex Wright from WCW. Big Sal rewind. You gonna be rewinding twice. Oh, so he got Joe to retain. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe too. I wish Dalton Castle would win. That guy is so hilarious, but nah, I think Samoa Joe keeps it.
Man, I wanted Shane Taylor to win against Dalton, and then we'd have had that trend going. Because remember, if you're a wrestler and you come on our podcast, you're gonna win a championship in the near future. Ask Mr. Kate, ask Manny Rankowski, ask Khan, ask Masha Slamovich, and ask Alex Kane. They're all current champions right now, and they have been on our show in the last 2 years. I wanted Shane Taylor to continue that trend, but Shane lost to Dalton Castle. So, no offense, Dalton, but I'm picking Samoa Joe to retain. Plus, I can't wait to watch his movie, Twisted Metal, where he plays the fucking clown. I saw that clip. It looks like it's going to be a cool show. I played the game when I was a kid, so yeah. Longest is any like currently the longest reigning TV champion still, or is it still Jay Lethal?
I don't know.
Mark said Joe ain't losing that title and Twisted Metal's out on Peacock. Oh, is it free or you gotta like pay to rent it? What you think? And then Bakley thinks Dalton Castle wins.
Probably free.
Hope. All right, then we got the main event. I called it. Thank God they weren't going to do no like freaking battle royal or something. But after what happened last night at Blood and Guts, I had a feeling. I said they got to fight, and it's going to happen. Originally, it was supposed to be Claudio Castagnoli versus Mark Briscoe. $3.99. Yep, hell yeah, $3.99, baby. So instead, Mark Briscoe's out with a severe injury. BTW recorded the dance. Could have screen recorded it. There you go. But he's out with an injury. Hopefully he comes back. Did you think that if Mark wouldn't have been hurt, he was going to beat Claudio for the title, yes or no?
Yeah, I think regardless on who Claudio is going to face, I think they pull it off of Claudio.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking the same thing. So I don't know how long he's out for. I guess once he comes back, he'll probably win it. But now we're getting Claudio Castagnoli versus Pac for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Just glad it's not Eddie Kingston. But is the Bastard going to win the title, or is the Blackpool Combat Club going to keep possession of the Ring of Honor World Championship?
I'm on Claudio.
No, I'm gonna go with Pac. I think
Yeah.
honestly Claudio is like for some reason Claudio like brings no sort of excitement to the Ring of Honor World Championship. Even though I don't watch Ring of Honor, he doesn't even do anything with it. Like I don't know.
He just does
I
this
feel like
with it.
Pac should do it. I feel like Pac should get it though.
God, I hope the bastard wins it, man. I really want to. I want to watch that match, but I'm not desperate to watch it. I'm gonna watch it when I get back home. And I'll rent the whole pay per view and watch it. Mark is out until 2024, so maybe Super Card of Honor in Philly, he'll win the title from whoever, and you could be there in attendance. The bastard Neville gets it. Yeah, I agree. I'm picking Pac as well. Well, that will do it for this live stream of our mid-year awards and predicting Death Before Dishonor. Of course, I'm going on vacation for a week. When I come back, it'll be around my birthday, and we're going to predict SummerSlam. And want to come hang out, say tell me happy birthday, wish me happy birthday, come forward. But before we go, we have a little big announcement here. I'm going to hand it off to Dylan and Jordan. Take it away.
Well, it would have been a bigger announcement if I would have saved it instead of announcing it on Twitter. But next Thursday, we will not be doing a live stream, Jordan and I, while Marcus is out on vacation. Instead, we are going to be uploading our first ever watch along for our new series, World Elite Watch Along. And I am finally going to be able to do a watch along to my favorite NXT match ever, which is Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne for the NXT UK Championship from TakeOver Chicago. I've watched this match more times than I can count, and I can't wait to finally do a watch along for this one in particular. So if it turns out to be as successful as I hope it will be, then I'm more than open to bringing on other people to do a watch along with me or anything like that. So Thursday, I'd say about noon, maybe 1 Central. Be on the lookout on our YouTube page, exclusively on our YouTube page, where you will see the watch along that Jordan and I will be doing. So be on the lookout. It's going to be a fun one. Looking forward to starting a new chapter for this show for a brand new series that we'll be introducing.
Jordan, what match you're going to pick when it's your turn?
I don't know yet.
Well, I know I've been saying for a year and a half that we were trying to get this watch along train going, and we just never got the chance. Well, now it's finally going to happen. But I'm not going to be on every one. I might come pop up maybe once every like 5 or 10 episodes. I might pop up, but whenever I come on, I've been wanting to go do a watch along of Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon, their street fight for King of the Ring 2001. That's the one I picked for my first watch along when I come on. So can't wait for that. But you guys have any last words before we close out?
Nope.
Well, before I go into hashtag bitch, I'm on vacation mode. You can find the podcast on Twitter at World Elite Pod. You know where to find us on Twitter. He just lost it there. You saw our Twitter feeds at the bottom, but you can follow us on all social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel, free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Our live streams, powered by StreamYard, you can watch anytime on demand, including this one, on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Any audio platform, we are available everywhere: Spotify, Google Pod, Apple Pod, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. Big thank you to one of our proud sponsors, 80s Tees. Go to 80stees.com, use our promo code World Elite to get 30% off of your order. Our other sponsor, I'll just be nice and just promote y'all. W Energy. Be better. Just don't take it if you have any of the following: rapid heartbeats, dizziness, severe headaches, or shortness of breath. I've had all the above when I did my first packet. So if you don't have any of that, I suggest give it a shot. Take some while you're doing streaming, take some while you're playing video games, or take some while you're on the go and need the energy. Go to w.gg and give us some love and use our promo code WorldElitePod to get 10% off of your order. You won't see me taking this shit ever again. Thought I was about to have a fucking heart attack the night of Money in the Bank. And ask Dylan.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man, this was fun. Oh god, y'all have fun with the watch along. I'm gonna definitely check it out. I might not watch it live because I'm gonna be somewhere on a beach, but maybe a bash at the beach. I don't know, but I'm gonna definitely check it out while I'm on that vacation vibe. And definitely, hopefully it will be successful. Everything else that we've done in the last 2.5 years has been successful. I know it's going to work out. Hell, remember World Elite Spotlight was successful. I know this watch along is going to be the same. Or what was another one y'all did? Y'all did like another one. World Elite Showdown.
Yeah, Showdown. Yeah, well,
Uh-huh.
we did that, but so much personal stuff kind of got in the way and just couldn't really recover on it. So maybe this is something new that will start up and it'll actually keep going.
Well, there you have it, right there. There's our feeds. At Marcus Lee 337. He's at Dylan Aber _. He's at Jordan _G2000. That'll do it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch us at the end of the year when we do the end of the year awards. But catch them, check out the watch along, and then in 2 weeks we'll be back on a live stream to predict SummerSlam. That will do it. Dylan, Jordan, as always, it's a pleasure. For everyone else, thank you for tuning in. See you guys next time.